Gotta get the gloves in there for John. Alright, off we go. So there is the Sportage. And there is the oil from the Sportage. We had a defective oil filter. Take care of that there. We had a defective oil filter on the Sportage. Yeah, that was fun. The dealer took care of it. Said there was a dimple, and I guess the oil was leaking and collecting in the belly pan. And then it all came out, and right here you can see my trail of oil that I dripped all the way down the street. I was at the grocery market, the grocery store, market basket, which is a little over a half mile from the house. And I dripped all this oil all the way right over there. You can see that's my trail of oil, trail of shame. Obviously freaked me out a little bit. But all is good now. They said that it was on the inside of the gasket, so they wouldn't have seen it when they installed it. But once it was installed, the divot in the gasket obviously didn't make a seal, and the oil was leaking out. So, okay. Which kind of makes sense, because when I was underneath the car and saw the oil, it wasn't hot. As you expect oil to be that this came out of a hot engine. So, who knows? So I've been trying to do a vlog, and I've had technological, I can't even speak to it, issues where my cameras didn't work, or I thought it was on. I was turned it on, but it didn't start filming. These cameras are a little annoying, as they you hit the button once to turn it to if it times out. Oops. I got my hand right in front of the camera there. Didn't mean to do that. If the camera times out, you hit the button once to wake it, and then again to engage it. And so I guess I hit the shutter button and I didn't hit it twice. But there's a smartphone app which allows you to control the camera, and then you can see right down on there. There's a video of what I see. But I didn't want to have to do it that way, but I did. Try to shut that so it's not annoying. But anyways, here it is. It's a beautiful September day. It's 77 degrees according to the thermometer. Low humidity. A little bit of clouds. But overall, a fantastic day. Labor Day weekend, long weekend. If you're enjoying your long weekend, which every weekend for me is a long weekend. But we have some positive things going. I'm hopefully in a final round of interviews with a contract recruiting role. They didn't confirm if there's another round. I hope there's not another round. Usually, temporary contract roles, you don't need to have 4 different people to talk to. But it's a government subcontractor, so maybe you do in this case. I mean, gosh, it's a temporary wall. If it doesn't work, you know, just cut the cord. But it is a long-term contract, and who knows, maybe it can lead to something regular full-time. It'd be nice. It'd be a job I can do and just do. And they got a lot of hiring to do over the next few years, and if I can just go there, maybe go on full-time and work there 10 years, that'd be nice. And we can get ready for retirement at 65, which is actually 11 and a half years off, but who knows. But anyways, that's where I've been. How are you? It's a little disjointed here on the vlog. I'm not sure how much I'm going to do. I'm just going to write. The battery is probably going to die before I'm done filming. And I don't know. We'll see what I edit. I may just edit some pieces back and forth together. But hopefully everything comes out well. This is going to be the next vlog entry. So enjoy the ride, I hope. It's funny, I had some like long dissertations going on. I was complaining about the phenomenon of ghosting, which happens quite a bit, you know, especially when you're in a job search. Recruiters, you know, they do the initial conversation with you, especially if they're third party, you know, they'll send your resume off somewhere and then nothing comes of it, you know, you'll never hear from them again, type of thing. You know, I am a recruiter, and I fight against that. If you're working with me and trying to find a job, I'm not going to be ghosting you. Yeah, it's unfortunately very common, so I don't know. But like I said, I'm hoping to do well in this. I have a interview Tuesday morning with the manager's manager. The manager said that he wants to get this done pretty quickly, so I'm hoping that's the end, although he did say that he didn't know if there was anyone else other than his boss that it was going to have to talk to. But I'm hoping this is the last round. And I'm hoping I get the job. That'd be very nice. Take a lot of stress off your mind. I'm going to be able to start right away because I have to do background checks and all. Instead it's a government contractor. It's not contracting for the government. The company is a government contractor. So there's rules that they have to follow. Hello. Nice Mercedes convertible. But I digress. And other big news, I don't think I did a video. I did a video on the way up. I didn't do a video when I got there and finalized, but any of my regular followers will know that our daughter Devin is now a resident of Vermont. She moved up to South Burlington. She basically lives at the airport. Like, right at the airport. The airport is in her backyard. So, yeah. Hope it's not too annoying and intrusive. When I first pulled in there was some very, very loud jets taking off. But it's a cute little house. It's a duplex ranch. And they have a ton of land, a ton of yard. The yard is huge. And the landlord's given them the okay to do whatever they want with the yard. You know, they're responsible for the yard care. If they want to plant some flowers, they can plant flowers, do some gardening. We're talking about putting a fire pit back there. And they have 2 dogs, so the yard is perfect. The dogs can run around. I'm kind of jealous. Wish I had a yard like that. Same reason why I got 2 dogs. But, no, good for her. First week up there, she's taking the big move. The second time she's moved out. First time was for school. We knew that she wasn't necessarily gone for good then, although we felt like it might be. This time here, I don't know, could be for real. Mom's not sure. Mom says, we'll see what happens in the year. They make the first year, she figures they'll be good. But who knows? Anyways, just to pull you in here, we are in Pelham, New Hampshire now. With a little section of Methuen, 4th Street and Pelham Street, Methuen, and now we're in Pelham. I'm now taking a ride to Manchester. I could just hop on the highway, but I didn't buy a motorcycle to ride on the highway, long stretches at high speeds. That's kind of boring. I want to do this type of riding. Twisty back roads. That's where the fun's at. Cheap little house there, that's for sale. Out there. Big frontage. Well, I just said lake, it's actually kind of a pond. But whatever. So yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? It's September already. Where's the year gone? This has given me a sneak peek at retirement, is the way I've been looking at this year. And okay, yeah, I can kind of get used to it. Obviously, the biggest issue is that you know, the lack of a steady income, or steady income that is livable. First few months, we had that, and we had the extra $600, and I was actually able to not spend a lot of cash. So I'm actually got a decent amount of liquid cash at the moment. But not the way I want to do it. But anyways, I digress. But yeah, September, gosh. And it was amazing how this year it just seemed like as soon as, I've mentioned this before, but some people think the same way. The meteorologists, the weather people there, they break down the seasons so that they start and end on the beginning and end of the month. So meteorological fall, or autumn, starts on September 1st. So September, October, November. And then meteorological winter starts on December 1st. This person doesn't know what they're doing. And then, of course, meteorological spring starts on the most important day of the year, March 1st. And then summer, of course, June 1st. So we're in fall, according to the weather people, and it's weird how, I mean, it's just coincidence. But how the air masses just seem to change almost overnight. How the humid air masses kind of went away, and we had a lot more comfortable air mass. And this is a fun intersection. As you can see, there's kind of a blind curve up there. We got cars that way that we don't know. We got a motorcycle that helps us navigate those things. So yeah, where were we? Oh yeah, so, but it was just weird how it's, there's a definite shift in the air, and it happened right around September 1st. Alright, Mr. Car, he's probably not going to pull in front of me because there's a lot of traffic coming up the hill. I mentioned before, it's the trickiness on motorcycles. A lot of motorcycles think, you know, people in cars are out to kill them. Not necessarily true. It's just, I think you're at a little bit more heightened awareness when you're on a motorcycle because you don't have that extra layer of steel protecting you. So you know that if you get hit, you're getting punched. So that's a little scary. But there is what's called inattentional blindness, where, hey, I didn't see the motorcycle. And that's actually kind of true, because your brain takes shortcuts on things. And it looks and it fills in blanks a lot, which can be dangerous. So it assumes, oh, okay, this is like every other time, so I just assume, and what am I looking for? I'm looking for a big car or a truck. And your brain's not looking for a motorcycle. So a lot of times a motorcycle could be right there in front of you, and you don't process it, which is scary. Now I ride around with my high beams on, so I got bright lights going. I've got a big high-vis yellow jacket on, and what else do I got? Oh, shoot. I'm trying to lock the phone, but it keeps turning on. And the bike is big, and it's orange. So I like to think that there we go. Get the bike on charge, but I want to try to conserve the battery as much as I can. Hopefully I didn't just kill the video, but I digress. But I'd like to think that, you know, a big orange bike would be noticeable, and someone would say, oh crap, there's a big huge fat guy with a yellow jacket with a big orange bike with blazing lights. I better not pull out. People still pull out in front of me, but I don't know. I don't know if it increases my visibility or not. That's the type of thing you can test. It's like, okay, wait, tell you what, you didn't pull out, you saw me, that's cool. Let me come again. Let me take the jacket off. I got a black jacket in the trunk. We'll put that on, and let's see. There's no way to test it without, with any sense of 100% certainty. So, one of those things where you're probably better off doing it than not. Here's a theology at all. You probably aren't if you're watching me. But this big old Pascal's wager. Pascal was a philosopher, and his wager is, you know, that you might as well believe in God, because the cost of being wrong if you believe in God is less than if you don't believe in God. Because if you don't believe in God, and there is a God, then, oh, eternal damnation, you lose, sorry. And if you believe in God and there's no God, well then, whatever. It's the same thing. So yeah. So Pascal's argument is you might as well believe in God then. Of course, it's not an airtight argument, because there's a whole lot of other things, you know, well, what if the God you believe in isn't the God that there is, and yada yada. But where am I going with this? I'm rambling. High-vis gear. That's the way I look at it. Does it work? I hope so. I don't know. But what do I got to lose? I'm going to be wearing a jacket anyways. Why not be a yellow jacket that could make me more visible to people? So, there you go. What are you doing for Labor Day? You got the day off? Let me know. Let me know if you've subscribed to my YouTube channel or not. I'm going to be double posting the vlogs. They're going on Facebook primarily, but I'll be doing a backup secondary posting on YouTube as well, but I won't be promoting that posting. But I do have a YouTube channel, and I've been meaning to post up videos of the Dan Morgan Band playing. Some of you have seen my vlog about the show up at Able Mountain. If you haven't, go check it out. Check out my YouTube. Kevin John said you'll find me. I'm trying to do more content on it, but I got a lot of things going. You know, I have too much time on my hands and not enough sometimes. So I just remodeled my basement room. Well, rearranged, I should say. I didn't really remodel it so much, but made it so that I used to have a home office. I had split up this one room in the basement, and 2/3 of it was for all the musical equipment, and 1/3 was for my home office. I hadn't needed a full-time home office for a few years, so the home office part is now where all my motorcycle equipment is stored, and the chest freezer as well. And so I just went and I got a nice desk and tidied up things and converted the music room, as it were, into a music room / office. Because I imagine I am going to be working from home when I get a job. Not if, when. I'm getting a job. And doing Zoom interviews too makes it easier. Have this set up here, so that's my anticipation in that sense. I'm going to be having interviews, and I'll be doing Zoom calls when I get a job. So you need if you're working from home, you need a dedicated work area, and that's what I got now. All right. Still in Pelham, New Hampshire. We're turning on to the State Route 128, which runs straight up into Manchester. Not to be confused with Massachusetts Route 128. Totally different road. Not one of those across the lines. Nice late 50s, early 60s Corvette there. I've been running into a lot of Corvettes lately on my ride, so my cameras had worked, you would have known this. You would have seen them run into some Stingray style, an old couple of Stingrays. But the videos didn't stay, and I didn't know what that mail guy was doing. The mail truck was sliding across the yellow line, which was a little disconcerting. State line, but we're about 2 miles from the state line, so I guess that counts. I think in about a month, all these leaves here will be changing color, and we're having the typical New England occurrences there with the changing leaves. It is a good angle here. I'm thinking of maybe recording some instrumental songs and sticking those on videos. Maybe fooling around and experimenting with more, because I do have time. So that's what I'm going to do until I don't have time. I'd like nothing more than to no longer have too much time to do other things. So if you do back in Pascal Road. So like I said, with the high vis, was it working out? I don't know, I don't lose anything. by wearing it. But if you do believe in a deity and praying in the power of that, please feel free to pray for old Kevin to get gainfully employed. It's appreciated. Crossing New Hampshire Route 111. Please don't even... Oh, thank you. It's taking a little bit too leisurely. The light was just about to turn on me there. Any of my motorcycle riding adherents out there, anyone who follows or friends, they tell you 128. New Hampshire 128. That's a good road to take down if you're coming out of Manchester and need to get down to Massachusetts. It actually stops. Just have a Londonderry sign there. It stops in Londonderry. It runs right through Londonderry, and it stops at 28 in North Londonderry, just before, about a mile maybe from the Manchester line. But if you're in Manchester, you come down 28, get on 128. 128 takes you right into Lowell. You break it first, but then the Lowell. So, yeah, if you're a New Hampshire rider who wants to take a back road to Mass, 128 is probably one of your better ones. The motorcycle wave, I instigated it. Like a Jeep thing too. Jeep owners, I guess, wave to each other. Motorcyclists kind of wave to each other in a way of, hey, isn't it? It's meant to convey a brotherhood, as it were. Hey, isn't it great? We're out on two wheels. We're sharing this bond. And that's the wave. Yeah, not everyone does, and everyone has different styles. I do the two finger down extended. Guy there on the Kawasaki Concourse, just the raised hand off the hand grip. Some guys actually needed the two fingers. Some guys actually raise their hand and wave like they're waving hello, which is kind of dorky, but they do it. And the people least likely to wave are the big guys on Harleys. Not knocking anything. It's way to be. A lot of guys on Harleys just don't wave or acknowledge other people. And what does it really matter? It doesn't. Some people get worked up about stuff like that. Like, does it really matter? No. Nice. It's kind of like the backwoods section of Londonderry, and then we run right through the center of Londonderry and across the 102, which is the main business route. And then swing up through the center of Londonderry, past the public safety offices and all the schools. Fun stuff. Which runs the entire length of this town of Londonderry. Coming up here, I witnessed a motorcycle accident last year. The guy was coming the same direction as I am here. And he came around a little too fast, and there was a car stopped. Right where that truck is right now. He locked up his brakes, but wasn't good enough, and smashed into the back of the car in front of him. I was coming the other way. He had a Honda Goldwing, I think they call it an F6B or something, so it doesn't have the big tour pack on the back. Early guy didn't wave. And I had a passenger on the back, and his bike went down, and he tried to catch it with his left leg, and it all went down on his left leg, and he couldn't catch it. And down it went. After he smashed into the back of the car, and the passenger, of course, tumbled off, and she went rolling towards the car in front of me that was driving, and the car in front of me was just about equal with the car the bike hit. And at the time of impact, and her head came within a centimeter of the left rear tire of the car in front of me. I was like screaming because I thought I was going to watch this woman's head get crushed by the car tire. And I was trying to comfort the lady as we got out and waited for the cops and get everything covered. And we did the old, let's make sure everyone is secure and whatnot. But that was freaky. Kind of happened. It was like slow motion. Like a couple people say their life passed in front of my eyes. After it wasn't my life because I wasn't the one in danger, but it was just slow motion watching that wheel and watching that woman's head. She was wearing a helmet, and then she got knocked out. So she was quiet, and then once the EMT showed up, she recovered and woke up, and she was just screaming and screaming and screaming, and it was like very disconcerting. And the woman who was in the car that almost ran her over her head, she was getting worked up by that, and the EMT's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the shock and whatnot, that she's not screaming from pain. Oh, but yeah, that was like very discomfiting, is the term. But and I don't know. Hopefully they. I'm guessing that the guy, the pilot of the bike, he had to have suffered a broken leg. He wasn't moving because just the whole full force of the bike right down on his left leg as he just put it down. So yeah, and he just was going too fast. You know, you gotta be careful on the bike. And same thing with a car. You know, don't go too fast. Be aware of your situation and your circumstances, and be in control. Like I said, he had plenty of time. He should have had plenty of time to come to a stop and not hit the car. But he just, whatever reason, he did not process that the car in front of him was not moving. I wonder, and maybe she might have had it parked or something. Maybe she didn't have the brake lights on. Because obviously I was approaching the whole thing, so I can see it. That's the only thing I think of it. Maybe why the guy wasn't able to process that the car was stopped and not run into the rear end of it. But oh well. So. I don't know how much of the video is actually going to hit the air. Babble, babble, babble. Very calm. Yeah, I'm going to be, sometimes I comment on the politics and current events. Sure, Trump thinks of that term women for Trump meaning something different than what it actually means. Oh, but yeah. All I can say is I'm not surprised or shocked by anything that I've heard. This is pretty much what the guy is and what he made himself out very obvious to be, but people choose to believe and see what they want to see. So waste your breath going crazy trying to convince somebody of another point of view. A lot of times people, even if they don't realize it, become incredibly invested in their opinion or their point of view, almost to the point of it subsumes their identity. And admitting they were wrong about something and having to change their opinion is just a huge, huge thing. So, yeah, just accept and stay positive, my friends. That's what I'm looking to do. I'm trying to avoid the negative things and stay positive. And some people I see all the time posting, they just always seem to be complaining. You know, their happy posts are far outnumbered by their bitching and moaning and complaining posts. And it's just too much. And I have a few Facebook friends who are always complaining about how they hate drama, but they're always in the middle of it. Can't imagine why. But we'll leave that be. Anyways, yeah, so Friday night, September 11th. Alright, September 11th. 19 years since 9/11. Hard to believe. Hey, remember that over here. Fingers down. To signify, you know, 2-wheel down. But 19 years this Friday, 9/11. Amazing. We'll be at the Shanty, Dan Morgan Band in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Come on up. They got good food. They got great outdoor seating area. Good service. And a fun time. A great band. As I said, I'm going to be posting up some live videos of Dan Morgan Band from our campground gig a few weeks ago. Look for those. Those will be on the YouTube channel, but I'll definitely be sharing the links to Facebook. And please, you know, feel free to subscribe and leave a comment and do whatever. Interesting. I've just dinking around with YouTube and making videos and whatnot, and just seeing how much work and effort it is. I really hand it off. I really tip my cap to people able to have some people building up communities and have engagement going and get a lot of videos out. I tip my cap to those guys because there's a major commitment and a lot of effort involved in that. So yeah, one guy who's local who I was aware of him on a bass player specific website for years ago actually, and then I hadn't seen him posting a whole lot, and then he's kind of resurfaced. He is built up from scratch this year a YouTube channel all based around the bass guitar. Pretty impressive. Anyway, I've talked enough, I guess. I'm close to my destination. And I have the power of editing on my side, so if this video is still going, I can fool around with it. First off, I want to point out right there, you see the sign, Long Blue Cat. It's a cool little brewery. They make some pretty good beer. I've not been there in a while. I have to remedy that situation. That circumstance. Here we are coming down the hill into Manchester. 40-mile-an-hour road, whatever we need to go down 50 on it. Whoa. And That was one brewery there, Long Blue Cat. Dead right in front of me here, we have a fork in the road. You can see the sign. But there's the Backyard Brewery, which is a great place and great food. And really fine selection of beer. 12, I think. Always have 12 at least on tap all the time. We're in the golden age of craft breweries, obviously. It's fantastic, where you can just go wherever you want and sample different beers. 603 Brewery used to be on this road too. They moved about a year or so ago to a different location in Londonderry. But this Manchester's got a few breweries going on. 4 off the top of my head I'm thinking of right now, and there's probably more. But get out and support local places. I've said that a plenty of times. Coming up here on the backside of Manchester Airport, where the president had his rally a few weeks ago. Right over there, Manchester Airport. Probably won't have the pleasure of seeing any planes taking off over our heads. We're coming up here. This is actually Route 28. We're coming up on the south side of Manchester into the business area, the business zone. Mall of New Hampshire. Fantastic, huge, presumptuous name. That's where we're headed, actually. Just ahead up here. So, yeah. Hoping you're having a great time. Hoping the pandemic don't have you down. And, I guess we'll catch you another time. Like I said, I'm gonna try do vlogs and check-ins. So I'm trying to get back into a well, I'm not trying to get back into a routine. I'm trying to get a new routine going, I should say. And some of that routine focused around, getting stuff done and doing, not working. It doesn't matter, what you do, what your plan is and whatnot. You're not tied to any regular schedule. So, if you don't want to do anything, you're just going to hang out. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. How about that? So I am trying to get away from that. That's one of the reasons why I reconfigured my office. So it's an office now. It's different. It's new. So I can start doing something new. It's not the same old, same old. That's what you gotta do sometimes. It's easy to just fall into a trap of doing the same old shit over and over again. And you gotta get out of that rut. So I'm hoping that some of that is going to be forced because I'm going to have a new work schedule, but in the meantime I'm going to be acting like I do. Oh, it has a total manga wrap on it. Interesting. That's your charger. That's what you like. Oh, we're on the back side of the malls. Malls are dying, aren't they? Well, I hope you enjoyed this ride along. I'll probably make this a long video, so if you made it to the end, kudos to you. guessing the, if you made it to the end of the video, hopefully this makes it, I want you to comment and say, boop, boop, de boop. That's right. You've seen the whole video. This guy has no idea I'm behind him. Comment on the video. Boop, boop, de boop. That way I know that you, at least somebody saw the end of the video. You see the motorcycles ahead up here. We're at the motorcycle store. But anyways. Like I said, I'm going to be trying to work in and getting more regular vlogging going. Okay. See how that works out for me. That's a bummer. Anyways, thanks for coming along for the ride. We'll catch you the next time.